Hello, Ty Ingmire here. I'm going to talk to you briefly about ways that you might object to an appraisal. There's two basic ways. The first is if you were to get an appraisal done on a property, and assuming that you are the buyer, and there was something wrong with the value or the valuation of the appraisal. This typically happens because the appraisal can't be supported by comparables in the area, just can't quite get to that derived value or that contract value. If this happens, there's typically a negotiation that happens between the buyer, the seller, and sometimes even the brokers in order to come to some sort of a mutual beneficial agreement for all parties. The second way that you might object to an appraisal is because of condition. If an appraiser cites a specific condition as being an issue on the property, say a failing roof or broken windows, or maybe the paint job is peeling on the exterior of the house or something like that, if they're enough of a concern, then the appraiser will make notes within his report, and basically those go to the underwriter, and the underwriter says that those need to be fixed by somebody prior to closing. If this happens, you typically start out with another negotiation between the buyer and the seller as to who will fix it, who's going to spend the money in order to fix it, and when it's going to get fixed, and those kind of things. An FHA appraisal is more strict and standardized than a conventional appraisal per se. There's also a VA appraisal or a USDA appraisal, and all those have their individual types of guidelines that they follow in order to say what type of conditions are satisfactory and what types aren't. So anyway, if an appraisal comes back with a condition, a buyer has an option to object to that condition or that valuation or whatever it is, and basically they can protect their earnest money that way. If they needed to cancel the contract because the valuation wasn't supported, or if they needed to cancel the contract because the property needed a new roof per se, they'd have the ability to do that without losing their earnest money. I hope I've been helpful again today. If you have questions, feel free to give me a call. Thank you.